4 AM I got up this morning. 4 AM. Oh, such an early start. It's so worth it. I'm walking along this path now towards Martinsale. It's a fair walk, but I've driven to the top of Orr Hill up in Wiltshire, which is just a little village along from Pewsey, and I'm hoping from a higher vantage point I'm going to take advantage of some of this mist. The mist is all down in the valley of Pewsey, and from the top of Orr Hill, somewhere along the ridge walking back towards Martinsale, I'm hoping I'm going to see a composition where I can utilise the long lens, pick out some detail, some mist, and possibly a wide angle shot for my portfolio. I'm looking for a wide angle grand vista of the Vale of Pewsey, so what better way to capture Pewsey, or Wiltshire for that matter, in the signature mist that it always seems to get on these cold, crispy, early mornings. Just look behind me. You see the mist? And if you look back towards Swindon, it's a complete whiteout. If you look back towards Pewsey, then you can see the mist all down in the valley. It is incredible. Right, I'm going to crack on up this path, because believe it or not, sunrise is only in sort of 45 minutes, so it'd be nice to find a composition ASAP. Let's get going. Just like that, the colour's gone. It was a bit of a mad rush, if I'm honest. I got a little bit lost walking around aimlessly. I've managed to find a spot that I've photographed before. Behind me is a tree. I'll put up the shot that I took a while back. I'm stood right on top of Martinsale Hill, looking towards the sun. I took I would say it's probably a 7 or 8 stitch pano. The sun's coming up, well, is up now. It's the light's starting to get quite harsh. So I think maybe the grand vista is quickly going to diminish in terms of shooting. But I've had the long lens on. I was at around 70mm, and I was focused to infinity, pointed right at the sun, and I went from left to right a couple of times just to make sure I got the shot that I wanted. Put my hand in front of my lens before I took my first shot, so I know when I go back to Lightroom where the section of images are. And yeah, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick out this incredible mist. The mist is rolling in. It looks insane, so hope you like the pano. And I better crack on, because I'm gonna. Not only am I gonna miss the colour, I'm gonna miss this mist. I found another composition. I've gone on really tight now. I found a field with loads, some nice leading lines. It's growing some sort of crops. And you've got a little clump of trees on the left, a barn which I've anchored on the bottom right hand side of the frame. And then you've got a road going up the right hand third, right from top to bottom. Some lovely mist rolling in and out. I'm at f11, a third of a second. My exposure's increasingly getting faster. Exposing for the highlights. Yeah, I really like that. And there's a sort of a orangey red sort of haze in the sky, and it's like very vibrant green down on the bottom. It slowly goes into a whitey mist and then turns red. It's very abstract, very surreal, very countrified. Yeah, so that's shot number 2. That was ISO 100 as well. I don't know if I said always ISO 100. I don't know why us vloggers even mention what ISO we're in. It's normally 100. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to try and pick out little bits. I think there's another image in the shot I'm taking now. I think if I was at only about 150 mil. I think if I pinch in a bit more and try and highlight some of this mist, because that sun is coming up and that mist is not going to hang around forever. Although once the mist goes and that sun gets harsh, I can then pick out little fleeting glimpses of light streaking across the field. So all is not lost. Well, I've moved round from where I was before, probably, I don't know, 100 metres around the top. Still looking towards Pusey, and funny enough, I'm still looking at that same composition that you've just seen. Because I've moved round, even though it's the same shot, it's from a slightly different perspective, and looking at the scene now, it's very flat, and this is the only field in my view that is sort of getting streaks of light, and obviously the lines going away from you, it just looks more and more appealing. So I'm just debating whether to cut the sky out completely and just focus on the field, because now there's no mist. Although I do like the hazy lines, the layers in the image, did that disappear into the top of the frame. I haven't got any sky as such in the image, maybe just a tiny bit at the top. It's all fields. So I'm just debating where to bring my horizon, whether to cut down, zoom right in on the field, or whether to shoot something slightly more similar to what I've already shot. I don't think it would be as good because there's no mist. So I'm just waiting now for that sun to reappear from the cloud. It's just gone behind a big bank of cloud, and hopefully that'll light up the scene a bit more. In terms of other images, at the moment with the cloud covering the sun, like I just said to you, the scene is beautiful as it is, and gorgeous and peaceful. Now with the telephoto lens, I need them shafts of light coming through, and I'm getting them over to the left now. This is why it's so challenging with the telephoto lens. It opens up lots of other doors, but you've got to be quick. You've got to look at your scene, think, oh, there's a shot, and take it. You can't dilly-dally with a telephoto. You have to get stuck into it, take your shot while it's there. because they are more intimate scenes, and the intimacy fleets in and out. But anyway, we're going to persevere. I'm in no rush. I've got plenty of time. It's only probably 5:30 in the morning, so certainly no rush. I'm getting light along there now. I don't quite know where I'm going to go with this shot. It's very similar to what I've just taken. There's some lovely trees on the left as well. They've got a bit of haze and mist. I might try and get over there and take something slightly different. Or you might just see another shot the same as my second one. Who knows? Either way, I'm enjoying using this long lens. This is a classic case of act fast. I've got a big bank of fog and mist rolling through my scene. I've switched compositions. With f11, eighth of a second, ISO 100. I'm at about 190 mil. Like I said, I've got this big bank of cloud mist coming through. It's so weird. There's real sort of isolated pockets of mist and cloud. Annoyingly, that would have been ideal over the previous shot I've just took. Oh, never mind. I got a road coming across from my bottom right, across diagonally to the top to sort of left hand third. So I'm using diagonals again, and mist in the sort of mid to upwards, with some sort of hazy layers in the on the horizon. The scene's quite flat. I must admit the scene is quite flat, but I'm using them real rich greens. I've got polarised one as well, and a 3-stop soft Nissi soft grad. Like I said, I'm using the surroundings. I'm using the mist, the fog. I'm using the greens to lift the shots, because there's no real initial light. Very overcast now and flat. I think I'm pretty much done. Such a nice spot. I could be here all day, but I think I've probably got the best out of the conditions. The sun is obviously up, it's very harsh, and picking out little pockets of light is getting increasingly more difficult. They're few and far between now. So I'm really happy what I got. The pano earlier I think will turn out quite nice. I think it was about a 7 or 8 stitch, so that'd be good fun trying to put that together. And I've took 3 telephoto shots. I think it's 3, yeah. 2 very similar, and the one I've just took is a separate composition completely, and they're all completely different for me. I'm still sort of learning the craft, as it will, in terms of telephoto. I'm finding it very exciting. It's very addictive, and like I said, I could be up here all day just taking pictures using a telephoto lens. But I can't. I've got to get home, see little Willow, and I'm back off to Bude today, so I'm going to spend a bit of time with Kirsty and the family before I have to shoot home. Back to Bude. I'm at home on my own all week, so it's going to be microwavable dinners and dinners at Mum's, I think. But no, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm Photoninja. This is Martinsale Hill overlooking the Vale of Pewsey. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the images, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao.